Welcome to the Stop Overdrinking and Start Living podcast, where high-achieving working moms come to learn how to stop overdrinking, reduce overwhelm and anxiety, and show up like the players they were meant to be. I'm your host, Angela Mascenik, and let's dig in. This is episode 14, The Price of Avoiding Discomfort. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? Happy April. Oh my gosh, April showers bring May flowers, anyone? I live in North Carolina, so I don't think that applies here, but when I was a kid and I lived in the Midwest, it definitely did. But we are in full bloom in North Carolina. And if you're friends with me on Facebook or follow me over there, you see that I went to the Duke Gardens, the Sarah P. Duke Gardens this weekend with my family, and we had an amazing time. The tulips are in full bloom. Everything is green and lush and beautiful. It's because we get a lot of rain here in North Carolina, and things start to warm up sooner than other areas of the country. So I don't think that saying applies where I am, but I want to say it anyway. And it's April, which is my birthday month. And I don't know if you guys have been listening for a full year on the podcast, but I love my birthday. And last year I turned 40, and I was all in on making it the best year of my life. And it absolutely was. And as it's coming to an end that year, right, that one trip around the sun for my 40th year, I like to reflect and look back on all the things that I accomplished. That podcast episode is coming next week, so make sure you tune into that. It's going to be a good one. This week, I want to talk about being uncomfortable. And I want you to think about a time that you have overdrank or overeaten. What did you feel like afterwards? If you have overdrank, did you wake up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning, head throbbing, dehydrated, with your heart racing? If you've overdrank and overate, how did you feel the next day? Like a bloated piece of shit, I'm guessing. You might have spent the whole day telling yourself you are never doing that again and that you'll stick to your plan today no matter what, and you'll figure this out, right? This whole scenario is uncomfortable. Am I right? It's uncomfortable feeling like this. You probably don't like it. You might feel tired and grumpy and depressed, and you have a lack of energy. And then from this place of being uncomfortable, you decide to make some changes. You swear off carbs. You won't drink during the week. You'll say you'll exercise 5 days in a row. Well, then you might be able to stick to it for a few days, and then by the end of the week, you say, screw it, it's the weekend, and you overindulge in all the things on Friday night. Well, because you deserve it, right? You have those thoughts over and over again. And then you find yourself right back there again, uncomfortable, and wondering why you can't ever finish what you want to do with your health goals. And you might even just believe that you can't do it. You might believe that this is just who you are and you don't have enough willpower, or you're just going to accept that you are overweight and drink too much. I actually remember thinking that and telling my friend Andrea. She was here for a visit. I had been on and off again with the weight loss and workouts and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I think I'm just going to accept that I'm a size 12 and, 190 pounds. And it's too much energy to keep doing this. I'm happy with what I am. And I remember moving forward and finding my journey and going all in and, where I am now, oh my gosh, what if I had actually let that be? What if I had actually just accepted that? I can't believe what I would have missed out on. You might believe that this is just who you are and you don't have enough willpower, right? And that you're just going to accept that this is where you are in your life. And then you continue struggling along, still feeling crappy and stuck, and you're wasting a lot of time thinking about what you did or shouldn't be doing. You guys, this is called being stuck. Being stuck is uncomfortable. We don't like being stuck. So we look for things to bring us more joy and pleasure, like food and alcohol. And we don't know how to get unstuck, so we just revert back to what we have always done. And when you overdrink and overeat, you are avoiding that discomfort that you feel. Sometimes it looks like binge watching Netflix or calling your mom and bitching or going shopping or being on Facebook too long. All of these activities lead you to staying where you are. They don't move you towards what you actually want in your life. The decision you make to drink or to eat the things that you don't need is because your brain likes to take the easy way to feeling better. It's easier to just say screw it and overdrink. It's easier to just eat the chips or the popcorn with your nice glass of red wine, right? Right, it's so much easier just to do those things. Just so you know, alcohol and foods like that are designed to make us want them. When we eat and drink them, our brains get a big old dopamine boost, and we like that as humans. So we seek out opportunities to get them again. And it's a much faster, quicker way to the dopamine hit than to delay that dopamine hit that gives us that feel-good feeling a couple weeks down the road when we have actually hit our goals. So if you've heard me talk about delayed gratification, that's what I mean. So the gratification comes later, and it's that dopamine is teetered out at a more even level throughout instead of getting a big immediate gratification with the food or the wine and that big dopamine hit. When you give in to that urge or that desire to drink or eat when you hadn't really planned to, you get a big old rush of pleasure, right? But delaying that, you still get the dopamine, but it's teetered out and it's more balanced, and it's not that big rush, but it's a long-term satisfaction that is way more sustainable, feel-good feeling than that immediate gratification that you get by eating and drinking. So when I talk about the price of avoiding discomfort, what I mean is that when you avoid feeling uncomfortable by sitting there with your urges or your deprivation or your anxiety or boredom, and you take the easier way, you are still going to be uncomfortable. It's just later. It's tomorrow when you wake up with regret, right? It's next week when you didn't lose the weight that you wanted to lose. So you can feel uncomfortable now and work through your urges or whatever feeling it is that you're trying to avoid, or you can feel uncomfortable the next day when you wake up. The difference is when you choose to feel uncomfortable in those moments, when you want to honor your commitments, you have all the power, right? So you're choosing to feel uncomfortable on purpose so you can move towards your goals. You are choosing the feeling of discomfort, and you are not at the effect of it. If you choose to avoid the discomfort in that moment, the price you pay is feeling the discomfort tomorrow or when you don't reach your goals. And that discomfort feels like we aren't in control or powerful, right? We don't feel physically good, and we beat ourselves up, and we feel guilty, and we get stuck over and over again, never moving forward. That discomfort is so much worse. So if you had to choose one, what would you choose? Be really honest with yourself here too. What would you choose to be uncomfortable when you were out with your friends or on a Friday night, and all you want to do is order pizza and get that bottle of wine? Or would you choose to feel discomfort the next day when yet again you aren't doing what you said you wanted to do? I personally choose discomfort on purpose. I don't like being at the effect of choices that aren't moving me towards my goals. We are going to feel it either way. One way moves you closer to your goals, one way keeps you stuck. So the price of you avoiding the discomfort in those times when you said you didn't want to drink or eat the pantry, right, is costing you your goals. That's the price of you avoiding that discomfort. It's costing you moving towards the life that you want to live, healthy, happy, and vibrant. It's costing you things you don't even know it's costing you. When I started my journey to stop overeating and stop overdrinking, I had no idea what years of that behavior had costed me. Now I know, and I can tell you so that maybe you don't waste any more of your precious time. It costed me career growth. I would numb out at the end of the day instead of working on learning new skills or coming to the table with a new solution to a problem. It costed me thousands and thousands of dollars wasted on diets and special shakes, subscriptions to applications or diet or workout programs and special foods. I'm not joking you, thousands of dollars. It costed me thousands of dollars because I wasn't brave enough to ask for the raises or the titles that I knew I deserved because I was afraid of rejection. It costed me hundreds of missed photo opportunities with my kids when they were babies because I didn't like the way I looked in pictures. It costed me time with all the energy and focus on starting and stopping new programs that would help me lose weight. Avoiding discomfort costed me what feeling real love, joy, and happiness actually feels like. Once I leaned into the discomfort and planned to feel uncomfortable and honor my commitments is when I realized I had been missing so many opportunities to feel the good emotions that are available to me as a human. We can't avoid negative emotions. We think we can in the moment when it's easier to grab the drink or the snacks, but they come back to keep us stuck and to prevent us from living the life we are meant to be living. So what do you want to do? Want to plan on feeling some discomfort that will help you reach your goals? Right? Sign you up for that. But in all seriousness, that is what you have to be willing to do. Listen, if you're stuck and have been dealing with a weight battle for your whole life, or have been over drinking for longer than you'd like to admit, and have tried a bunch of things and always give up, it's because you are trying the same old tactics. You are trying to change your actions. If you have been following along, or if you were one of my clients, you know that changing your actions to get the results we want does not work. What you have been doing over and over and over again is not working, right? So it's time to try something else, something you haven't tried before, and that is allowing your feelings like discomfort and boredom and anxiety and the urge to drink instead of buffering them away with food or alcohol. Allowing discomfort is the currency you pay to reach your goals. Just think about this. What if you allowed the urge to drink to just be there in your body and you never responded to it again? You're not resisting it, you're not fighting it, you're not white-knuckling it, but you allow it and you process it through your body without drinking. You would never overdrink again. Done. Problem solved. When you overdrink or overeat, it's because you are trying to get rid of that urge. You don't want to sit there and feel it, right? It feels uncomfortable, but it's not going to kill you. Then you would never have to overeat or overdrink again. You just accept the discomfort in that moment, and then it goes away. It's magic. It doesn't last that long. I can help you see where you are avoiding discomfort and how it is keeping you stuck. You can sign up for my free consultation, and I'll show you quickly where you are getting hung up and how to get on the right track. The link to do that is in the show notes. I want you to consciously choose discomfort on purpose. Avoiding discomfort is causing you to miss out on living the life you actually want to live. I promise you. Till next week, love y'all. Bye. Hey, one more thing on the topic of discomfort. Have you been nervous to sign up for my free 30-minute consultation? Does the idea of that make you feel uncomfortable and awkward? That is another opportunity for you to lean into that feeling. Don't allow that discomfort to stop you from trying something new. I promise you, you need to think about things differently. If you've been curious about what that 30-minute consult looks like, if you've been wondering where I can help you on a private call, now is your chance. Go over to the link, schedule it with me. It's you and me on the phone together, privately, and I'll help you see where you are getting stuck. Lean into that uncomfortable feeling. Try something new. Get on that call with me and I'll help you get unstuck. Okay, bye.